Hey Fragrance family, I'm David, I'm a fragrance bro. Welcome to another episode of 5 Fragrances You Should Buy. I haven't done one of these in a long time, but glad to bring back the series. I love this series. This series is about 5 fragrances that I love that I might not have time to review just yet, but I really want to recommend them to you guys. The first is a fairly new one. It's by the House of Scent Story, and it is 24 Ice Gold. Now, 24 has a million flankers. 24 itself is a fragrance from 24 the show, which is kind of weird, but it is actually pretty good. So Ice Gold is a flanker of 24, and it is vastly different than 24, which is kind of a sweet berry amber scent. This one is a fresh scent, definitely apple, and there's some greenness in there and some woodiness. What this really smells like to me is almost an identical clone of Sirius No. 4. I have a review of Sirius No. 4 if you'd like to go check that out, but essentially it is a very sweet, fruity, green, woody scent. It is very nice. It almost has like the sadness to it that I actually really enjoy. And 24 Ice Gold is almost a carbon copy. I mean, it is nearly exactly like Sirius No. 4, and it is very, very good. Next is by a house you probably haven't heard of, and that's Daniel Bois. He's a friend of mine on Facebook, and he actually interviewed me for my article on Fragrantica, which if you didn't know about that, there's a link down below to that. His line is fantastic. They're all based on drinks, different types of drinks, and they're twists on the classic drink. So he has one called Tobacco-Nyac, and he has another one called Queer Mojito. He has other ones along those lines. But the fragrance that I really want to recommend this time is Jasmine'ya Colada. And obviously a twist on the Pina Colada. And it smells a lot like a Pina Colada, pineapple, coconut, and there's jasmine in there. There's a little bit of booziness in there. I believe there's ambergris in there. It is just a really, really nice, tropical, sweet fragrance. It's fantastic. I really, really like this one. I've only tried about 5 from his line, and they're all fantastic. I love them all, but I really want to try more. So go check him out. I really believe you'll like his stuff. I'm going to mention more of his fragrances in videos to come, so stay tuned for that. Next is Follow by Kerosene. Kerosene used to be a YouTuber. Many of you know who he is. He was one of my favorite YouTubers when he was around. Then he became a perfumer, and he's made some really good perfumes. This is his latest one, and it is a sweet gourmand fragrance. And really, I would say it's more of just a coffee scent because it smells a lot like fresh roasted coffee. Like if you walk into a coffee shop, it smells like that type of scent. So coffee is definitely in the forefront. There's tonka in there. Also get like a mocha or chocolatey note in there, which works really well with the coffee. And I get a kind of a slight charred note, which you smell a lot when they just finish roasting coffee, which I think works really, really good. It's really comforting and just really beautiful. I think this is really one of the best coffee scents I've smelled in a long time. I think Kerosene really did a great job with this one, so go check it out. Next is Ombre Leather 16 by Tom Ford. Tom Ford, everyone knows. Ombre Leather 16 is his newest fragrance. Obviously a leather scent. When people hear this, they think, well, how does it compare to Tuscan leather? And it smells really similar to Tuscan leather. I think it's better than Tuscan leather, though, in a lot of ways. First of all, you get more of a pronounced leather note up front. Tuscan leather, it's kind of a leather accord. This one, I definitely get leather up front, so leather belt, leather jacket, first and foremost. But you also get the other things that are known to be in Tuscan leather, so you get like the berry quality, and it's pretty powerful. I have heard that Tuscan leather was reformulated and it was diluted to crap. So I don't know if that's true or not because I have an older version, but you know, I don't care about reformulations because Ombre Leather 16. But regardless, I think this is a fantastic scent, better than the original Tuscan leather in many ways. It has a stupid name. Tom Ford, again, doesn't know which language to stick to. Ombre, leather, and then 16. I have no idea what the 16 is about. Go check it out. It's fantastic. Last but not least is Bois Americain by Tom Ford. This one was discontinued. It was part of his original line of private blends, and it was gone for a long time. I actually had a decant of it a long time ago. I love this scent. The reason I'm recommending it now is because it was recently taken out of the vault or whatever. It's kind of like a private stock type thing. And if you can get some, definitely get your hands on this. This is one of the best pine scents I've ever smelled. Where I live, there are a ton of pine trees, probably one of the most predominant trees here in the region. And so every fall, we don't get like the classic fall leaves, we get pine needles. And so if you have to rake, you're raking pine needles, son. But having grown up here, I love the smell of pine, and people never get it right in fragrance, except for Bois Americain. Bois Americain gets it exactly right. It's just a great pine scent that is not on the pine sol side. A lot of times scents like that go in that cleaner-esque region, and it's not there. The one downside is that because it is like their private stock or whatever, the price of this is really high. So definitely, if you can get it on a split, get it on a split. So that's all I have for 5 fragrances you should buy. I'll have links down below to all the fragrances I've mentioned where you can go and check those out. And let me know if you've tried any of these and what you think. Thanks again for watching. I'm Dave with the Fragrance Bros. Bye.